You guys hear that? The sound of chopper blades flying through the jungles with Creedence Clearwater Revival playing on the radio. The sound of your boys getting skull fucked by napalm. What the fuck? Oh, sorry. That's from tomorrow's video. That's Hell Let Loose Vietnam, and we just got word it's launching June 18th. Damn, that's a little sooner than I expected, considering the fact that only 2 or 3 weeks ago, they just had their closed beta test. And listen, I've been hearing some mixed things about it. I wasn't able to get in myself. I haven't played the game, but from what I've been told from people who have, you know, I didn't really miss much. And because I haven't played it, the gameplay on screen is courtesy of IGN, so don't blame me for, you know, journalistic gameplay. Now, here's the thing. I didn't think Hell Let Loose Vietnam was launching this soon. I assumed we're doing a closed beta test now. We might get an open beta test in the summer, and then we might see the game release in October or November. Maybe they're trying to avoid the Grand Theft Auto 6 launch. I have no idea. But I didn't expect it to launch in June. And as far as I'm aware, we're also getting an open beta sometime here soon. We're probably going to see the open beta happen around Summer Games Fest, and then a couple weeks from there is going to be the launch. I have a lot of concerns, okay? I'm excited. Don't get me wrong. I'm very excited for Hell Let Loose Vietnam. I've actually been dabbling back into Hell Let Loose. We have a community event this weekend. If you guys are watching this, it's happening May 15th, Friday night. The Discord community is going to come together. We're going to play some Hell Let Loose. And then, you know, we announced that the other day. And then now we're here with the announcement of Vietnam pretty much on the heels. It's on the front porch, ready to kick the door in. But what scares me is you can go to pretty much all of the YouTubers who did put videos out about the closed beta. They were able to talk about their experiences. And as far as I'm aware, a lot of the gameplay that they have in those videos was provided by Team 17. But when you scroll down through the comments on every one of these videos, there's a lot of people chiming in saying that the game needs a lot of work. This comment here from Famalamalamanan, 1,800 hours in Hell Let Loose, played a lot this weekend. This was 2 weeks ago, keep in mind. Vietnam needs a lot of work before release, and honestly not confident it will. It's going to need about 6 to 12 months of updates before it reaches the polish of Hell Let Loose. This isn't a beta issues, it's core issues like gunplay as well as balancing. And apparently a big complaint that I keep seeing from a bunch of different people is that the tunnels in the game are a fast travel system. It's not like actual tunnels. And apparently they need to be nerfed. They're fucking crazy to be, you know, shorter distances of travel. This comment under the same video, this is from Marty. He says, this was an absolute mess, feels way more like a pre-alpha than a beta, and next month will be an open beta. I don't know when. The open beta has to be happening during Summer Games Fest, right? He says, guaranteed, absolutely guaranteed that they won't fix 90% of these issues in a month. They're probably going to release this mess to the masses with the open beta, and they will destroy any goodwill that they had. People will see how it's nowhere near being finished enough for an open beta and bounce. Mark my words. And see, for me, I hate making videos like this because A, I don't have any firsthand experience with the game. I can't sit here and tell you, yeah, that's exactly. I don't know. I have to go off the community reception to the beta, and so far it's not sounding great, but at the same time, there are people bringing up good points to the contrary to say that obviously, like, Hell Let Loose has been out since, what, 2017, 2018. It's had years and years of work put into it. To expect, you know, Hell Let Loose Vietnam to be at that same level right off rip, it's not gonna be that way. But at the same time, Hell Let Loose Vietnam isn't launching into early access when it comes out on June 18th. We have to remember, Hell Let Loose, the first one, was kickstarted. It went to early access. It was in development for years. They built it up. They polished it up. So, of course, it had years of development because the game was essentially nothing when it first came out. And what I don't want to see is Hell Let Loose Vietnam be in a similar position, but not labeled as such. And, of course, we have the deluxe editions. We have the pre-orders being pushed super hard. If you pre-order the game, you get the U.S. Army boat crew, you get field supplies. I don't know what all of that stuff is, but they have a standard edition. They have a deluxe edition. They have physical editions coming to the game later on in the summer for PlayStation and Xbox. So this feels to me like a full-scale launch of a video game without early access going into that live service thing. And what I don't want to fucking see is Hell Let Loose Vietnam launch in a shitty spot with performance and bugs and a multitude of issues, and then they have to spend the next year or so fixing those fucking issues before we can even get into what most players now expect as a live service game, where you have new content, you have new maps, guns, weapon, all that stuff. I want this game to launch with its best foot forward. And from everything that I am seeing online from players who have actually put hands on, it's not looking good. As somebody who backed the original Hell Let Loose that was made by Black Matter back in the day, that is also not the same dev team that is a part of Vietnam. Those guys have broken off. They made their own game. They're making Hunger. I don't know if you guys knew that. I have a video on that on this channel as well. So I can't even sit here and say, look, I've seen what these guys can do, where they took Hell Let Loose to where it is now. I can't even say that because it's not the same people. It's not the same team. And so, look, I'm sitting here torn because this is one of my most anticipated shooters of the year. I want this game to go over so well. I've been having a blast playing Hell Let Loose again, and I know when this comes out, the hype is going to be huge, and I want to take advantage of that with my community. I want to host community events. I want to get a server going. I just really need the game to be in a good spot. I really need that to happen. The fact that I haven't been able to touch the game yet, I have no idea what to expect going into it. We're just going to have to wait for the open beta. But what I don't want to see is an open beta happen 2 weeks before launch, but I think that's exactly what's going on. The release date is faster than I thought it was going to be. And the fact that I can now say that the open beta is absolutely useless in terms of gathering feedback. This is your tried and true AAA open beta where they just want to get pre-orders, and it's going to work. It's one of those things where there's nothing, I'm not going to sit here and try to jump up onto a soapbox and say, guys, no pre-orders. We need to wait and see. They've already probably sold 100,000 fucking units since this announcement. It literally doesn't matter. From my perspective, I'm giving you guys my opinions on it. I am going to be playing the game at launch. I'm going to be trying the open beta. I really just need this game to actually be in a good state when it comes out, because if it's not, that fucking sucks. And we also have to consider the fact that their biggest competition is launching just a few weeks before that on May 22nd, Beyond Enemy Lines Vietnam. We have another Vietnam shooter that I think Hell Let Loose needs to be a little bit concerned about when you watch the trailer. Take a look. It's going to be a bloodbath for Vietnam shooters this year. Am I right, fellas? As always, my name is Big Fry. I want to know what you guys think. I know a lot of you guys are excited for Hell Let Loose Vietnam. Is this surprising to you? Are you going in expecting the worst? I mean, look, I'm a jaded, cynical man in my mid-30s who has just seen the industry slip and slip and slip, and I've been constantly disappointed and disappointed and disappointed. Maybe I'm just cynical. Maybe I'm being overtly negative here. I don't know. Bring me back down to the ground, ladies and gentlemen, and let me know if you're excited about the game. Are you nervous? Did you get a chance to play the Hell Let Loose Vietnam closed beta? If you can talk about it, I need you to sound off down below, because this community needs to know what we're getting into when we go to launch. Summer Games Fest is right around the corner. I am going to be live doing the Xbox showcase, the Summer Games Fest. We're doing Summer Glaze Fest 2026, and we're doing it big, ladies and gentlemen. And I have a feeling that during that time, we're going to see the open beta for Hell Let Loose. If there is, we're going to be doing live streams of it. I am going to be watching the coverage of this game very, very closely. So make sure you guys are subscribed for everything Hell Let Loose Vietnam. I appreciate you guys watching. As always, my name is Big Fry, the jaded, cynical YouTuber that you have grown to love. Leave a like on the video and subscribe if you haven't done so already. And I'll see you on the next one.